As we get close to the end of our lesson today, I want to focus on that pictorial representation. And I've asked a couple of learners to come up and talk about where they are right now, how they're thinking about Learner B's work. That's what I think Christina and Callie, you guys were working on Learner B. So Callie and Christina are going to come up and talk about Learner B.
There's 11, and this is, yes, it's pattern 11. So he would, or she would add like 3 or like 4 for every, like, for 11. Doesn't matter if it was
Well, let's ask for questions. Does anybody have a question for these two?
How did you come up with the 4?
The 4? Well, it says
We're
on the
not sure about that.
Well, I think it was because of the black button, and he just added one.
Well, we did the same thing, but we thought that if you see in the middle of all the buttons, there's like the middle button, and surrounding it, there's 3 other buttons. So it's like you've got those 4 buttons in the middle, and then as you go around, it's sort of like a rainbow, and then there's sort of like the columns that go like this, and then there's 4 in the middle, and then it's like 3 buttons and 3 buttons. So as you can see here, we think that the person was thinking of it like this, where there's the 4 in the middle, and then on the sides there's the 3s, and then the 3s like that. And see, like this is just 4, and then this is 4, and that's 3. So that's how we were thinking of it.
Questions for Kelsey and Maddie?
Abraham? If that, so if the second pattern 2, there's it's the new ones are changing, but in pattern 4 it's not changing. It's like the orange ones are the ones that are changing, but if in pattern 4 the changing ones are already changed, wouldn't they be just the same?
And Justin and I kind of pretty much thought of it the same way they did. But we're thinking because if you think about it, because I think this is what we had discussed earlier when we had a conversation like this, is that it didn't start with the 4, but as far as we know, it could have. So what we were thinking is that the 4 are the ones that are staying the same, because those are the ones that have been there the entire time. They're not the ones, because if it had started with just the one in the middle, then the 3 on the sides would be orange.
Can I disagree on how you think that the other one, that the pattern 3, the ones that are changing? Pattern 2, those 3 orange ones change from pattern 1. 3 are changing. Learn who's that, these are not here. But with pattern 3, these 3 are here. So it doesn't change. I think that these are the ones that are changing. Well, like what Robbie said, this is sort of like the beginning, and this is like the main beginning that started it all, and then these are the things that are sort of being added on. Like, aren't only the 3 outside changing because they're the same from pattern 2? For pattern 3, you're not adding 6, you're adding 3. That's what I think too.
Very good. So what I hear Maddie and Kelsey saying is that they're recognizing this 4 as that constant 4. That when this learner says 4 plus 3, all these repeated 3s, that there's that 4 all the time in each of the stages. And they're denoting or showing us the groups of 3 by drawing these shells in their picture.
I was just going to say that we weren't thinking about, how Eric was thinking about it. We were thinking about how Learner B was thinking about it.
I gotcha.
But then he said something that kind of changed my mind.
Interesting. Okay. I've just gone around the room and I've handed index cards to each of the tables.
I'd like you to write down just one comment or one question on those index cards for me, and they're going to be your ticket out of the door. So let's just take a moment to reflect.